1, 2, 3, 4.
Comedy.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys.
Hey,
Guys.
whoa, both?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, while you were gone, Steven, he would say hi, guys, every time, and we just couldn't get it right when we started every single time. We just,
Wow.
it was out of habit. It was out of habitat.
As out of Habitat for Humanity, Mark, Jimmy Carter, and I, we would go build houses and get confused. Like, is this Steven? Is this the ex-president? Like, he keeps going on about his peanut farm. What the fuck is happening?
Jeez.
That's what happened when I was gone?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta catch up on a lot of stuff. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I guess, is Threads a thing now? Is that what's going on these days?
Forgot about
Oh.
that. And also, we'll probably end up trying to catch you up for the entirety of this podcast. I'm sure
Okay.
as time goes on, even in a year from now, we'll still have to catch you up on everything. You missed a lot.
Right. Oh, I did. I know. I made that mistake when I missed kindergarten accidentally, and I never learned to read, and I'm still trying to catch up. So
It's hard.
I just pretend the whole time.
That's what I do.
Fine job.
I was just talking about that. It was when I was reading to my daughter. It's like I'm doing jazz. She knows I'm making it up on the spot.
Steven, forget everything you know about Twitter.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed I got back. I was gone. I saw the icon changed on my phone. What's going on?
Twitter's fucking cool now.
Yeah.
X.
What's the format? Should I just start explaining things, or
Well,
Yeah.
do you want to explain things to me about what happened?
So here's what happened. You were gone. Maybe we didn't want to spill any beans.
Yeah.
And so it was like a whole bunch of time. I felt bad because it looked like I was lying. I wasn't lying about where you were or not were. Because we know that you're a private person. And so we did.
Well, the main part was I wanted to keep it secret for a big reveal, like a surprise reveal, and that's like
Gender
the only
reveal.
reason, but
Oh, is that it? Is this the reveal right now?
no, but I'll get to that.
Oh wow. Still
okay.
edging after all this time.
Maybe we are the Hitchcocks. This is some suspense we've got building here.
I'm using two hands. You guys are on either side of my screen, so yeah. So what happened?
Where in your words, the ones that you want to say, where were you? You were gone and people hated it. People fucking hated it.
Dude, we got so much hate
sorry,
mail
everyone.
because they were like, I can't believe we gotta
Really?
listen to these two voices.
Yes.
Yeah. Read the reviews. Have you not read the last
They're
couple
bad.
reviews? Yeah.
No, I'll go look. Let me.
Don't.
No, well,
No,
don't.
no.
If you could, we just keep rolling.
What
Keep
the
going.
hell?
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
happened?
I'm sorry.
ASCII
Damn
art.
it.
Never
Middle
leaving
fingers.
again. What happened was
We're gonna get fired.
I was away. I was traveling. I was on the other side of the planet. It was a trip that was planned for like a long, long time. It was like over a year in the making.
Wow.
And you're just working day in, day out. Every day's the same. The weeks pass, the months pass. And it's like, what's happening? You know, time's just going by. Go travel. Get new memories, new experiences. It'll feel like you're doing more with your life. I think this is needed for everyone that's like burnt out and like it's like you have to do it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
It's been a long time for me since being like abroad or any huge trip, but
Oh, what's her name?
So-
Come on.
Hey-o.
so yeah, went away. So what I'll do is I'll name this new segment.
We need more segments. We were talking about that.
That's what
We'll-
mostly what people,
We'll catch you up.
everybody's like with Steven
Okay.
gone. Nobody's naming segments. Nobody's coming up with new segments.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. We could come up with a segment name like this. I was thinking like travel tales of shit and cum.
Oh, I love
rate,
that.
Like I'll rate
on a shirt.
places. Like, hey, this place was a 5. place, or this was a one or two shit place. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
wow! So you have like a good rating and a bad rating.
yeah,
It's not
yeah,
just it's like this is how good it was, and then this is how bad it was. Well, I love that.
yes, yeah, yeah. So
An
I'll
S and
just
C scale.
yes, an S&C scale. That's our motto. Shouldn't
Mhm.
come. Shouldn't come to you all, and it's good to be back.
Not our motto.
Remember the first minute we were trying to avoid words for the algorithm gods. Well, that's all gone. That's all gone.
We forgot. He's been gone. He's been gone.
He's been.
really?
We'll catch you up. Yeah.
Has things changed? Okay.
They don't
No, no.
like they don't like it when you do swears in the first 5 minutes of the thing.
But it's
Oh, really?
okay.
Yeah.
Hey, we're doing our own thing. We don't abide by anybody's laws but our own.
Well, damn, that's
we
where
don't
we've
have laws.
screwed up.
We're outlaws. In-laws.
Okay, well, I'll just jump right into it.
Get in.
Tell us where
This
you
I got
been.
some stories. Okay, so first I was in Japan.
Holy fucking dick.
Yeah, for about a week. Yeah, because I was gone like 4 or 5 weeks, right? So I was in
But
Japan
you're the one who's
for
gone. You tell us.
yeah.
Unreal.
Me and the GF flew out to first in Montreal, and then because you got to get the good flights early. You got to plan your flight
Hold
way
on.
early.
So you said you went to Japan first, but now there's this Montreal stop that you like. What?
Well, just to fly to Japan, so it was just the airport. So, so the first day, he's doing that Tim Robinson face. So the day one was difficult because it's a 13-hour flight, and the way we had planned it was the way the flights worked out better, and the itinerary was we start in Osaka, Kyoto, and then we work our way to Tokyo, being the last few days there.
This guy's speaking
So-
tongues.
These are names of cities in a different country. It's not,
So yeah, I'll explain everything.
Okay.
So 13-hour flight and land in Tokyo, and then immediately have to catch a flight to Osaka. So I got to land after a 13-hour flight, get on another flight. But the thing is, I had to go through immigrations, customs, and bag claim, and then go through the gate security.
It's already not worth it. That's what you sound like.
It was at the point where, like, doing all that, you're sweating, like, oh, am I going to make my next flight? You're already tired. You're in a foreign place. You don't know what's going on.
but you don't. Get
You don't
out.
know. Well, wait, here it comes. Because I was stressed then because I was like, it was slow, all the lines, and it's like, I already mentally said, we're not going to make the flight. I'm not going to make the flight. It's over. Done. But my first impression of Japan was like, what a great first impression at the Tokyo airport. Because like everything was smooth, efficient. The first thing I noticed about the people, they're like respectful and nice.
Oh, wow.
friendly.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like already culture shock, like I was like,
There's just too many of them. Is that what you're saying?
so I get there and I'm like, oh my God, finally get the bag. Okay, got to go up to the gate.
Yeah.
We're like 15 minutes from the flight, and the guy at the desk was like, oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
English?
Really?
Spoke English fine, great?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Everyone
isn't
in
that,
the travel.
isn't that interesting? And that's what we were kind of talking about with American football and football. It's like when we go to a different country, it's like you gotta get with us. And it's like you're in our country. What do you have to talk?
But Mark, this is
English.
the guy that's working like at the airport at like where all the planes from other countries
That's
are
true.
flying into.
Yeah,
I would
it's-
hope
They
that
gotta
you
know
would
all
put
the-
somebody that is like multilingual in that position.
No, I would think that they have like a line for each language. Wouldn't you do that instead? I mean, that's kind of crazy to be like, all right, you got to know 9 different languages.
No,
And
It's
to just the
just-
stamp shit.
you just got to know English. Really, that's what everyone uses. That's it.
I'm already lost. You'll have to catch me up.
So, even like the signs, it's the second line is English, so you can find your way around fine.
Yeah.
So the guy's like, "Oh yeah, go ahead. Oh, I see. Okay, there's your next flight. Okay, go ahead." Points us to the place. Everything was fast, and in my like rushing, I forget that I've got this bottle in my backpack that's full of water.
Oh boy.
It's like, I forgot to dump the water out, and it's in one of those opaque containers, like a thermos,
Mm-hmm.
And so I put it on the belt that goes through the security, and the guy grabs the baggie, holds up the container. He's like, "What's this?" I'm like, oh my god, I forgot that's water. He goes, "Oh, okay." He like goes behind him. He puts the container in a machine without opening it, and the machine scans it for like 2 seconds, and then he goes, oh, "Okay, it's just water. You're fine. Here you go."
God damn it. We just need to have this shit. I remember going through a flight and I forgot I had not even a whole thing. I'm talking maybe 4 ounces of water. And I go, oh shit. And they made me dump it out and go all the way back in the line. And I had to restart everything. I was like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. God, America pisses me off. I'm so anti-America.
I have noticed
I'm just kidding.
a lot of things. I've noticed a lot of things. I've learned a lot of things. So we actually am like waiting to board the flight. I actually get there and perfectly on time, waiting to board. It's like, how did this happen? Amazing. And then this is another culture shock thing that happened. I get on the plane to Osaka, and the plane talkers, the plane whisperers, what do you call them? The guys with the glow sticks.
Oh yeah, the guys having a rave out there. Bringing in planes.
The dancers.
The plane goers. What do you?
Yeah, the plane rain men.
I don't know what they're called. What are they called?
Oh God, this is embarrassing. The plane talkers.
The directors. The
plane
conductors.
talkers.
He's the guy that waves
the
his finger.
conductors.
The conductor. Yeah.
The conductors of the planes.
Yeah.
The plane whisperers. There's like 5 or 6 of them. They're directing planes out on the tarmac, and our plane gets out on the runway. It's about to take off. The engine's revving up like it's about to take off. And this is all 5 or 6 of them form a perfect line, and then in perfect unison, they bow deeply at you, and then they wave as the plane takes off.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah,
Very
I was
nice.
like, whoa.
What a sweet touch.
Whoa, it is. And then the plane's, speeding up, going down, and I look back, and they're still waving at you.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, did anybody tell you, like the people on the plane tell you, like, hey, look outside?
No.
People. So they were going to do that regardless of whether you were looking or not.
That's what blew me away. This was not Disney. This is a is a domestic flight, not an international. This is a domestic flight, and they're doing this.
Wow.
So they do this to, I guess, all of them. It's crazy. Like,
we gotta step it up over here.
Already, I'm like amazed
by
Japan. I was already loving
kindness, courteous, respectful,
yes.
And this is just the first day.
Yes,
Few hours.
Clean.
Yeah.
So land in Osaka. I got to take a bus. That's a big city too, huge city. I got to take a bus to the subway station and learn the subway station in order to get to my hotel. So it's a lot of traveling.
I've had a little
that goes pretty smooth
with Japanese subway systems because I played Persona 5. Good luck. Good luck. Also, I'm still pissed at Gary about this. This is between me and him.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, if you're from a big city and you're familiar with, it still takes some getting used to. Like, even if all the signs have an English translation, it's still a little bit difficult to get your bearings and figure out, go here, get off here, all that stuff. But Google Maps does well. It tells you, get on this train, get off at this stop, walk to here. But it's a little bit weird underground, like the signal's not great.
Ooh,
and
dicey.
Before the trip, I had pre-downloaded on Google Translate Japanese, just in case I got into some trouble,
Yeah.
But so far, all like travel and service industry people, they speak English just fine. Like, you don't need it.
I just imagine you about to get robbed, and you go, "I don't want any trouble." And the literal translation, it's like, okay, that's the only thing you pre-downloaded in case I got in any
That's
trouble.
right. So yeah, the subway system, like, very, very busy. Obviously, the thing I noticed though is that it is quiet. It is quiet. Nobody's talking.
I love that.
Everyone's dressed up, like everyone's in business clothing. It was like a weekday, so everyone kind of looks dressed up. I feel super underdressed. I'm like,
oh yeah, they all look over and look at the homeless guy.
So,
Like, surely there was somebody, like, you heard several people yelling, like, hey, I'm walking here. Did anybody announce they're walking?
no.
Did anyone get on a subway with a fucking boombox and start dancing for a video or anything? Nothing like that?
No.
Did anybody
Never
yell,
happened,
I've
no.
got your New York roll right here?
You didn't see any homeless people jerking off on the subway?
None. The
Dickhead
entire
kids
time.
with playing cards in their spokes?
Nope, there was no one riding a bicycle that jammed a stick in the front of their spokes and flipped over. None of that happened.
None of that.
No one trying to sell you like roses on a fucking subway either? They're walking down the aisle, nothing? No one had like a thing or a trick that they were trying to do?
Nope.
How many people tried to sell you a Rolex watch?
None.
This is
God.
nice.
Keep guessing. Keep guessing.
The rest of the podcast.
Yeah,
Just
no,
the balls.
respectful, quiet. It was great. At this point, I had been up for like well over 24 hours. I'm like really tired. I'm disoriented. I'm confused. Like, it's the end. We're almost at the first hotel, right? It's still an extremely long travel day. Google Maps says, get off at this stop and then go to exit 14, which is a lot of walking, like a lot of exits, even in underground. So now there was a mistake somewhere, and we get up from the underground and we're in a building, like an office building, and it's like 10 at night now at this point. And all the exits are shut. They're all locked and closed. I'm trapped in a building.
This is how movies are made. That's the
Yeah. I'm trapped in some office building. Just, I don't know. And it's corridors and corridors. Every exit I go to, locked, can't get out. Like, what is happening here? I just walked a long way just to get to this exit. Everywhere I go, can't get out, trapped. I'm like, shit.
Damn.
I just want to get to the hotel. And so I finally I see a guy walking, right? And I'm like, hey, sorry, I'm
New
in this
here.
building. Yeah, extremely new here. Like, I had studied like just travel phrases, like easy to learn. Like, if you're traveling, learn these 10 phrases or whatever, which is what I did. But I didn't know how to say, I'm trapped in this building. even if I knew the word for exit, there's exits, but I'm
Right, yeah.
right. So I'm like, now the guy looks at me like he's scared.
Oh shit.
This guy looks at me like he's really like surprised, like, and then I realized, oh, this is the first guy I've talked to that doesn't speak a single word of English, right? Because we're like way deep in Osaka somewhere.
But he's seen movies.
Yeah, but there's no need for him to He's not in one of the industries where you need to, right? Yeah, sure, yes.
I'm just saying, it's not like you're the first white person he saw. That's all I'm saying. Where it's just like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he seems scared, like I startled him or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm explaining, like, and he's not. I realize, oh, I'm an idiot. Some people don't speak my language, right? So I'm like, It's the first time and the only time, like, I had to actually take out Google Translate. But at this very moment, and the only time this happened, it was not working.
Yes.
Because it was signal cut off from the subway. It wasn't working at all. I tried several times, and he's just waiting there with my phone. And I just stop and I'm like, I don't know. And now
It's charades. It's charades, and you're fucking. The time's almost out. You gotta hurry.
Sir,
Yeah.
I'm very tired.
This was an awkward moment, language barrier. It was like just me and some Japanese businessman just staring at each other like a Larry David staring contest, you know? But
Starry David.
here I am, you know, and eventually, I start doing charades, right? I'm like, how do I charade?
Just, I'm tired.
I'm trapped in the. I don't know how to charade.
Did you just mime? Did you just be mime? So like,
I'm trapped in this box. Yeah, I try to it's like I've played charades before. I'm like trying to say street, cars. I don't know. I'm so
you're
tired.
just moving your arms, and then you think that's helping. You're like, car. This is a car.
So
it looks like he's moving logs.
Yeah, it was tough, but I think he sees our luggage, and he finally gets it. He's like, oh, okay. He's like,
he said okay.
Yeah, I think he signals. He's like, signals follow me, and we go out to this parking garage, and we go up a ramp, and then he points to the street, like,
thank you.
Oh, look at you!
Wow.
And then but that's the only time where it was that hard, you know. That was but after learning what the Japanese people are like and what it's like over there, it finally dawned on me way later. He wasn't scared. He was just really hoping he could help me. That makes sense. Yeah. He didn't know how to help me.
I've only been in America. That makes no fucking sense to me.
Yeah. He didn't look at you and say you got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. He didn't say anything like that. No. Wow.
No. Guess 5 other things he didn't do.
Steven, real quick, okay. I that building, I just Googled it. You got off in Osaka, exit 14, off the subway. You were stuck in a building underground. Steven, you're never going to believe this. That was Nakatomi Plaza.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I don't know what stop it was, but each stop has a bunch of numbers too. So I don't know if that's
a bunch of number 2s.
Maybe
that's like any subway here. It's just shit on the floor everywhere.
Well, speaking of number 2,
oh boy!
At this point, I had to shit and piss.
For sure. It's been 24
hours. Get to the
hours.
hotel. Yeah, it's been a very long time. Very, very long day. I get to the hotel, and I go in the bathroom, and then
everything's normal.
I get on the toilet, and I see this. I don't know if you can see this. For the listeners, for the listeners, I'll explain it.
Well, so the viewers, they can see this, right?
Yeah.
All
right, great.
Don't forget, people, if you're just listening to this, you can also watch it. We do this on YouTube.
Yeah, watch it.
Yeah,
see it.
Right.
Look up Hummy's VR Comedy Podcast on YouTube. We do got a big backlog. Speaking of big backlogs, look at this photo. Steven coiled the bowl 2 times. Holy smokes.
So already I'm kind of exhausted. You know, I'm like, oh God, I don't know the language. I'm at such a disadvantage. There's no flusher on the toilet.
Are you marveled about that when you got there? You're like, I can't believe I don't know this language. You had so much time to prepare. You planned this trip a year ago or something. You're like, I
know it.
Totally slipped my mind. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead with this contraption.
Right. It's I sit down, and then it's how do I flush this thing? I look at the panel on my right, and I see this thing. It's a panel with 13, 15 buttons. And then in my head, it's done. Another barrier.
Can I guess these buttons here?
You can, yeah.
Okay,
so what we're looking at here, there's no translation, but there's 13 buttons. They all have a function, and if if English is your only language, you have no idea what these buttons do.
There's pictures. And
there's pictures on 3 or 4 of them. Right?
Yeah, they got a pretty good picture of an ass. It's a pretty clear picture, which I got to give them credit for. It looks like an upside down bird. You know, if you were to.
This one, this is for me.
Okay, I know
And
what you're saying.
I think the first one next to the red button is this washes your whole ass. It washes everything from
Okay.
your cheeks to your hole. The second one, it's like a missile that shoots right in your hole. So it's like this one is direct shot. And then it looks like the third one, you hit that button, it's so powerful that it lifts you up out of the seat and you're riding a wave like a cartoon.
There
is
is
that correct?
elevation on this one.
Yeah, this shoots you up into the air and you just ride out that squirtle.
May I? Let's not skip past the very first one, which is confusing to me. A red circle on a button pretty much everywhere means record. Can you record your shits on these toilets?
No, but I
there is
learned that
auto-tune.
symbol that's like the. Oh well, hey, I actually got a translated picture here.
Oh shit. Okay.
So this thing,
Can you?
you're right.
Can you embiggen that at all?
Yeah, let's see. Can
There
we
we
do
go.
this?
There's-
Oh wow, yeah.
There's-
Oh, that's clear as a day.
Yeah.
As a
All right,
day.
Clear as a day.
Look at all the things this
What are
toilet
those
can do.
Cinnamon rolls on top. What does that mean?
Very large,
That's-
flush small,
Yeah.
eco small.
Yeah, you got three flush strengths. You can look at that. There's the water force. So you're right. You can control the bidet water force, but on a separate thing. Look, they got a nozzle cleaner. They got a powered deodorizer. They got a massager. These toilets have seat warmers. It's
Do they have toilet paper though too?
yeah, if you want
Okay.
it, but this is like additional.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because, and it's not only just hotels; it's all public
Wow.
restrooms have something similar. Not this exactly, but something similar. Like they have these amazing toilets. Like
So you're saying that
Mhm.
this very advanced and forward-thinking culture, they're all spraying their butts to clean them instead of using paper like barbarians?
it was my first time ever using one, and you're right. Yeah, it's you realize how wrong you've been your whole life.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. That's all I needed to hear.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to take
yeah,
credit
you're
for
right.
it. But yes.
Yeah, because it's yeah, the cleaning is way easier this way. So yeah, the bidet on the right, I think, does like the wave pattern, like it gets your whole like underside, right,
Oh yeah.
from your taints all the way to whatever, and then the buttocks is just ass, and then I guess bidet would be everything, and then the soft, I guess, is a softer spray. But you were pretty close, Mark. You did get that. There's the water force.
Well, that's the
Um,
artist. So I mean,
Yeah, and look,
Hats
they
off to
have
them.
a water temperature control also. If you want warm water,
That's
I like a cold blast. That'll wake you up.
whew, boy, yeah, you don't need coffee if you got one of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
they have a dryer also.
Dry your ass.
Yes.
Damn it.
So
We're behind. We're
I gotta
very
get the
behind.
fuck out of here. I gotta
Mhm.
yeah, this even at me being like at my worst tired, like I saw so many things where I was like, damn, that's awesome. Damn, this is awesome. Oh, damn, they're awesome. Like yeah, it was great. I don't know how to explain this anymore, but yeah, we did. So started the next day and
in Osaka.
yeah, went
In your
to
hotel.
Kyoto first. That's like the like awesome, like the cultural historical like place that a lot of tourists go to. It's awesome city. Look, there's Nijo Castle there. I was excited to see their
That's a castle.
knighting. That's a castle, yeah.
Okay.
It's an old castle.
Aren't they made out
Sure.
of wood?
I believe so.
That's crazy.
believe so. I'm not a castle expert, but I was
We gotta
excited
get one
to
on
see
the
this.
podcast.
a
Gotta
castle.
get a castle person.
Sure, yeah. A castle expert.
Yeah.
What the
This
hell is
episode
this?
so far has been about castles and assholes. Okay.
I see a title.
This is cool. This is the Nightingale. floors.
Hay-holes and hay-holes.
Yeah. This is castles and assholes. Yeah, makes sense. This is like the floor surrounding like the interior of the castle. It makes like a cool sound when you step on this wood. Like just look up on YouTube like nightingale sound.
Okay.
It sounds kind of like chirping.
Really?
Yeah. It's like so on this here I'll zoom in. On this it says the singing sound is not actually intentional. I think for a long time people believed, oh, they did this on purpose for security reasons, so that way people can't sneak around the castle because the floors purposely make sound. But
Conspiracy
like
theorists all the way back then. I know what they're doing, man, with their floors, dude.
That sounds more than a not so much a conspiracy theory as just like a really good salesperson, like the guy that sold the floor
Yeah,
after
that's true.
he realized like it makes noise. He's like, oh, that actually is for security. Our floors give you added security for free.
A door-to-door floor salesman of just being like, you got a wife, you got children, you love them, right?
Right? You'd hate for anything to happen to him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I was really excited to see that. I saw like a ton of things over there. Too much to describe on this pod. I'm just gonna do short segments of stuff.
Sure, yeah.
But I was excited to see those floors. I actually got a little video. You're not supposed to take video in here, but I was realizing that I was not supposed to video at the time I was recording.
This is unbelievably American. I'm like, you're not supposed to take video in here. Here's video of in here.
Here's the video.
There's better audio.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, just look up other videos of this. Like you can. I thought it was cool.
That's amazing.
Here's Osaka Castle. I've become a castle fan. That's like
damn.
Kind of yeah. Also, my favorite part of Osaka was probably, I think everyone's favorite part is the Dotonbori area. It's like the busiest part. There's lots of tourist stuff to see. Very cool scenery. I saw this guy. He's a Turkish ice cream man. The first one I've ever seen.
And
I feel like these people got popular on the internet. Like a lot of
they did.
People like go to buy ice cream just to get fucked with.
Yeah, so
It's like Dick's in Myrtle Beach, that restaurant where it's like the waiters are assholes to you. So like, let's all go there and have them fucking roast our whole table the whole time.
yes. If you're not familiar with Turkish ice cream, man, they got famous on the internet because you go to order ice cream from them and they fuck with you. They play tricks on you and stuff. I happened to be there and I was like, oh my God. So excited. I took out my camera and I got this moment where he's messing with this lady.
And people enjoy this.
God damn.
This seems
So frustrating.
and for the listener, it's just
Jesus.
so is he a sleight of hand man or an ice cream man? I don't.
I mean, the resume to work there. You have to be a magician and serve ice cream. Is obviously that had to be a gimmick for a while. I mean, was the ice cream good? Did you get any? Did you get fucked with?
I didn't get any, but I realized this guy does he have to do this to every customer?
Has to.
This you're going to get ice cream from that person.
It's like seeing someone.
Exhausting.
It's like seeing someone with a catchphrase. Like if like Larry the Cable Guy or something, you saw him and he didn't say get or done, you're like, dude, fucking say it. Please say it.
Yeah, that's right.
Dance.
Yeah, everyone knows you for this thing. You have to say it or do it.
Yeah, but there was this huge line for this guy. And he's just sitting taking a break, sweating, like, because it's hot. This is dead middle of summer.
That's just so funny that like he just needs a break from playing tricks on people. Like,
Yeah.
God damn.
Oh, being a dickhead is real rough work today.
Yeah. Well, especially in a country that's so respectful, and
That's right.
so he's the biggest dick of the village.
Can we, if we ever are in a position, can we do a thing and like record it and go to Dick's and like pre-write jokes, like roasts for the wait staff, and like go
Yeah,
like go
get
with
'em back.
people and tell them like, hey, I wrote all these jokes for this guy that I'm coming in with.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Use these lines and like give them like real personal.
Personal.
Like, how the fuck does this waiter know this?
Yeah.
That's great. That's a great
Like-
idea.
Yeah, you probably lie when you tell people your weight and height. And you're like, oh my fucking God, what?
Nobody would do that.
Right.
One of my favorite places was the Dotonbori area of Osaka. Just very cool. Look at this. You go down these little alleys, you see stuff like this. Just
For the listener,
very cool.
it's a
Here's
tight alley with what do you call it? Like lantern lights?
yeah, like red lanterns
Paper.
Yeah.
Paper,
hanging.
Love that.
Like you see, like
large angry.
everywhere. It's just really cool stuff over there. Here's another alley. Look how cool
Oh
this
my
looks.
God! It's
right?
Callista Flockhart. Okay, that's funny. It's a very old joke.
But, oh, what's the joke?
She was Ally McBeal. Callista Flockhart, but it's not funny when you have to explain it.
Okay.
It probably wasn't funny before I explained it either. It's fine.
Is it because we're in an alley?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
that's fine.
Geez. Okay. Well, took me a while, but that's a small segment, and there's
Wait, I
going
was
to be
say, that's it for 5 weeks over there. You had 6.
no. Oh no! This is just the first 2 days that we have covered.
Oh, wow.
So
Jeez.
there's going to be more stuff. I didn't want to take up the entire pod with this whole thing, but that's how it started. That's how the trip started.
Do you have one of those
So-
memes of like how it started?
How it's going.
Yeah, how it's going.
Well, to be back is the first thing you notice is how expensive everything is here.
Wait,
I
here?
thought you were gonna.
Here. Yes.
Oh.
So
Getting-
let me get this straight.
Fuck.
It's cheaper over there. They're more respectful. They're nicer.
Yes.
Everyone has spotless, clean asses.
Yeah, and then also look,
And their food's really good. And everything's
Yeah,
clean. I saw
so-
the streets. They were very clean. Interesting.
Yeah. Let's take a look again. The rumors are true. It's clean. It's spotless. Like you don't see trash anywhere.
Mm.
Like you know how I think we mentioned it before, but there's no trash. People they keep their trash with them, or they'll throw it away somewhere where they can.
Hold
But
on,
it's-
hold on. Wait a second,
Yes.
Steven, are you telling me
Uh-huh.
that in Japan, people don't pull into a parking lot, eat a fast food meal, and then open their door and set the entire fast food meal's worth of trash on the ground right beside the door of their car?
It doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. I never saw driving down the highway. I never saw entire bags of trash on the side of the road.
What's the
That's
catch?
not there.
What's the catch?
There is
Tell me the catch.
one cat. Though my probably one complaint related to this is that it's very hard to find trash cans. that is true. But that's not a bad thing.
That's not a
No, it's not a cat. Like
Wow.
you'll. What am I gonna? Where do I throw this out? Where?
Oh, I have
carry it around
pockets.
for hours. you can learn to carry your stuff. And I found out later, you just go to a 7-Elevens are everywhere. Lawson's, you just throw it out. You could throw it out there. You could step in, and it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. That's what it's like. over
Well,
there.
it sounds amazing over there, and it sounds better than where we live. And I think we should all move over there and start our business elsewhere.
yeah. I mean, that had crossed my mind. I was like, damn, I could totally live here.
I vote yay for that also. I think we have a
Okay.
majority here.
Yeah,
3 for 3.
3 for 3, yeah.
I'm down.
Okay.
Damn.
we got more stuff coming up, but I again didn't want to.
Well, do you
Take up
mind
the entire
because
time.
I actually don't I don't know if I've been told all the places you went. Do you wanna edge everybody on where all
Yeah,
we're gonna be
let's
going?
edge
You're gonna be
now.
going?
So in future pods, you're gonna see stuff like there's the Ryuken, which is the next day I'll talk about. This
I'm sorry,
is
the
like
Street Fighter guy.
if you go over to
That's what I
Japan,
thought.
like the thing you should do is stay. It's like a traditional inn. It's like an old style inn.
Uh-huh.
Like that's
Like the file place where you just file yourself to sleep.
huh?
You know those little pods, and you crawl in.
I knew what he was talking about,
Yeah.
but I didn't want to see.
So I edge a little bit. In Tokyo, I stayed in one. So you're gonna see what that's like.
Hell yes, dude.
The
That's
sunglasses.
later. Yes.
That might be, and I imagine coming from a darky myself, I love wearing an eye mask to bed and a noise machine. It's complete darkness, and I can only imagine that might be the most peaceful place. Is in that little. No, it's not.
It's meant to be, but I had a problem with. I was excited to stay in a pod hotel, or it was a 9 hour. So the place I stayed in, just a little
9 hour.
foreshadowing here. It was called 9 hour. That was the name of the business.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's separated by male, female. You separate floors, and
Even if you're traveling with the
yeah,
wow,
yeah.
that sounds amazing.
Finally, some time with my bros.
Yeah, walk down. You're wearing a fucking robe. You're high fiving the other guys. You're peeking in between their robes. Like, come on, what are you working with?
Let me see it.
But it's like community bathrooms. Like you share like a large bathroom where you brush your teeth, shower, all that stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want to worm in there, worm in that hole, close the door.
Do all the community bathrooms have like awesome technologically advanced bidets on them?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Who?
So
In that little
it's
pot,
everywhere.
is it air controlled at all? Are you getting air in there?
The one I stayed in, I was not a fan. I was excited to try it, but the thing I immediately did not like was I crawl up the ladder to get into my pod, and I'm like, oh, how do I shut the door? There's no door.
Oh,
There's a tiny flap that you pull down. There's no lock on the note. Like someone could just walk by and tickle my feet easily because my feet were like 1 inch from the flap, you know? So there's no door.
a clear fear that had happened. He goes, what if someone comes by and tickles my feet?
I felt that. I felt
Sure.
that
No,
because-
yeah. As you said, I go, yeah. You can't have your feet dangling out there, especially if someone's into feet over there. They're gonna take a peek. Feet peek.
Yeah. Like if you're over like 6 feet tall, you're gonna have a hard time.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So maybe you just not even use the flap. Maybe you're just
Your feet are out.
exposed.
Did you get any? Were you able to sleep with the flap? And
So that's a good question. So what
Thank
they
you.
do is they offer.
None of my
in this
questions are fucking good.
particular
no.
place- Yeah.
He just
This
said if you
particular
could
place offered-
sleep. That's good.
I'm
What's
asking
the
about
standards
Tim.
on this fucking podcast?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of this one place because like it was, pretty cheap. Like the mattress was very thin. There's no air control, like you mentioned.
Yeah, that would
The
fucking
feet
be
flap
a-
thing, and yeah, what they did offer was like at the desk when you check in, you can like optionally consent to participating in a sleep study. While you're in there, you're lying face up. There's a camera that watches you, and it analyzes your breathing and sleeping and all that stuff
I love
overnight.
this so much.
So you get a report like 3 days later, and it tells you how many times you woke up, how many times you
jerked off. I mean,
Snoring.
he's fucking going to town in there.
Just like
By himself.
eyes locked on the camera, tugging off in the little booth.
That's right. Yeah, it tells you how many times like you stopped breathing, which is scary, right? It says that, and then also a line for how many times you stopped breathing for more than 10 seconds.
Whoa.
Did you have any? Did you have any hits on that, or did you get the report?
One
What?
time, and that's like normal though. That happens to all of like apparently. So
it's normal to like die in our sleep almost?
I feel
I
that
guess
unalive.
I don't know.
It's
Maybe it's
unalive, yeah. It's trying to unalive ourselves, and maybe it's my subconscious trying to do me a favor.
Almost got him. Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night.
Steven, did you eat over there?
Oh God. Oh, the food. Fuck.
Not a great question. That's what I was fucking looking for
No.
after Mr.
Great
Did you
question.
sleep over there? I mean, fuck, dude.
Great question. Food's amazing.
Oh,
That's
of course it is.
like, yeah, and it's cheap. Like you'd think, like,
Queen asking this question, he knows the answer to it.
Yeah. We went to Asheville. Let me interrupt you about your story and the rest of the podcast. We'll just talk about Asheville here. No, go ahead. I'm just fucking around.
No, we got a few minutes. You want to plug?
No. I just thought it'd be funny to talk about Asheville over Japan.
Yeah, in comparison.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Surprisingly, food is way cheaper than it is here.
Why are we here?
I don't know anymore. I don't fucking know, dude.
The biggest. So to edgelord a little bit, this trip started in Japan. I spent almost a week in Vietnam in the north part, and then a week in North Thailand, then a week in South Thailand, and then that was the end of the trip.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll be edging for a while. Everywhere we went, though, the food was really, really cheap. And Japan was like, imagine like half the cost of what it is here for a meal on average. I'd say that's what it costs there. So I'm like, why are we paying this? I don't get it. It feels like I come back to like a scam. Like, why are we paying this much to eat?
Well,
and rents and.
I was just thinking about, I mean, me and Jeff was trying to help me, but like, I'm going to try to start my own OnlyFans and work out in just jean shorts. That's like a new thing I'm going to start doing for cash. Maybe if it was a little bit cheaper to eat, I wouldn't have to do that. But, Daddy's got to break out the goods.
There's a lot more. There's a lot more to this story, but this is just getting started. And these are my first impressions here. So
do an impression of the people you saw. No.
All right, gotta go. Thanks, everybody.
No, from what so you say the food, I feel like most food that isn't in America is like really amazing. Like you can taste the freshness. You can taste like, oh, this is incredible. It's like, it's not pumped full of bullshit. Like that's what I've noticed with other countries too.
I think I'm gonna have to do a full episode on food. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah,
because I swear to God, and I stand by this. Like if you told me that like you have to travel you would go to Italy but you can't leave your hotel room and they'll just bring you the food that you ate last time and then you can fly back. I would do it because the food was just that insane.
Are you having to pay for this?
Yeah, even if I had to pay for it.
Okay,
I was
like, if it's free, like no brainer, like duh, I'll just go sit in a hotel for the winter. It's not really like a sacrifice or anything.
Right? Yeah, dude, I can't wait to hear more.
Oh, there's more. Stay tuned. Like and subscribe. Fucking just live it up. That's my message. Go travel. Go see something. I recommend Japan. It's great. But there's more. There's more coming up.
Well, good. I'm excited to hear more and see more.
Excellent.
Not the principal from The Simpsons, though.
Okay.
Is that all we have? Is that that's all we have for now, right? Yeah, that's good. Did we do good? Does everybody like us?
No, don't try to
We're good. We're good.
Okay. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out.
Yeah.
This special edition. Man, maybe we got to start traveling. The three of us.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Getting the fuck out and
All
eating
right.
our faces off. I'm in.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you everybody. We'll see you next week for another
Yeah.
episode of Where in the World Was Hummy on Vacation?
See what happens.
Yeah. Sounds like a threat. So we'll just end it there. We'll end with a threat. Fucking see what happens, folks. Try us.
Okay. All right.
Love you. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.